Hey friends, Kevin here, and I'm going to show you how we got to this point. You know, most of these things are roof mounted, have to be mounted flat. OutEquipPro come out with this one that can mount on the roof, but it can also mount vertically, which opens up a lot of options for all kinds of different vehicles. I'm going to show you how we got here, give you an idea of what vans, minivans, cargo vans, conversion vans you can use this on, and give you a bunch of tips that would save you time from learning from the things that we didn't quite do right the first time. While I trust this company, I understand a lot of things can happen along the way in shipping. So before we start whacking holes in this van, I am going to put this together enough to test it and make sure everything is functioning and nothing was damaged in transit. So we're going to end up with something like this, and I need to make these electrical connections plus the one to the battery. We want this thermostat outside of this unit. It's fused on these main lines they include. All right, dude, you are powered up. Yeah, that's about 90 in the shade out here. There we go.
68 degrees.
And I can feel the air, and I'm standing behind this camera, and that fan's on low. Can you feel cold air coming out of the vents?
Yeah.
All right.
That definitely.
Go ahead and hit that fan button on the left. Yeah. Okay, second speed, so it'll have several. Now it should be cranking.
Oh yeah.
So if you have an installation that requires a lot of depth, you're putting this through a thick wall, then they have this that you can also get as an option. And this will then allow you to have that. So your maximum thickness can be huge with this. You may or may not need that for your installation. We're going to find out if we need it for ours.
What do you think?
Don't go ooh. My measurements, that would work. Because all we really have to be concerned about is this. As long as we can get this to drop below this window, which we can, and still have room to be able to open this door. And since we've got just a little bit of room to play with on the bottom, if we cut that seam, that would be about perfect, wouldn't it?
I think so. And
That's what I'm hoping for. It drops us below this window lock, so you can still open and close the window. But like you said, if we have to sacrifice this window latch, we can.
Yeah.
Because we're not going to be able to open the. You're not going to be able to use the window anymore with the air conditioner sitting there anyway. These full-size Chevy vans with windows. I also looked at a full-size Ford van with a window. There is nothing inside of here that you really have to deal with. So once we cut this little section out, we're fine. The only mechanism, this door mechanism, is way over here on the side. There are no bars or latches that work these locks on this or the Ford. So it is no problem to cut this out, and we're going to have all of this room behind here in order to work. So now that we know it works, it's time to cut.
Yeah, you'd think some amateur was doing that rather than me.
Well, they're going to know, by golly, if we can pull this off, that they can pull this off.
If those two idiots did.
If it doesn't go up high enough, we have to either bend it or cut it. This bracket, however, for our installation is going to have to be cut roughly on that red line to fit inside the door and catch where we need it to catch. So one extra step with this bracket included It's thick, but not that thick, so we can handle it. Cut off. Not perfect, but doesn't have to be, because no one is going to see it. If I have it hooked up right. Smile. But first, I need to give a quick shout out to today's sponsor, which are Okmo batteries. These are the batteries that I have been using for over a year now in my particular minivan setup. They power everything that I am doing, from heaters in the wintertime to air conditioners in the summertime. If you're looking to move away from power stations and build your own system, or you have an RV that you need to replace and upgrade to get all the extra advantages, certainly check out these Okmo batteries, and they are linked down below. It is hot. Hot air blowing out. I've been outside the van doing stuff. 43 minutes later, we started at 91. We've taken that all the way down to 78.
Man, here, feel this.
So roughly 45 minutes, 13-degree drop. Absolutely no complaints with that. In a large van, it is a high-top van. It has most of the panels pulled out of it for this remodel, so very little insulation, no insulation in many places. Drop that temperature that much, that's pretty impressive. And all that is moisture being pulled out of the air from the inside of that van. So while we were able to pull this off on a van door that has glass to show that it can be done, the smarter and easier play would have been to go and get you another van door that didn't have the glass in it, right?
Absolutely.
Go to a parts yard, spend $100 or whatever, you know, can of spray paint, put another door on that you don't have the glass to deal with, and then this could have been positioned anywhere that you want it, instead of us having to deal with the really close tolerances because of this window. This is going to be representative of the door panel. And you see, we can leave this out. We can also trim this little extension piece because this does come off. So this will sit flush against his door panel when he decides whether he's going to go with how thick the wood is he's going to go with for this. As far as functionality, we can use the display panel on the inside or the included remote control. Now, we chose this path, vertical installation van with windows, because we wanted a little bit of a challenge, and we got one. But the main thing, we wanted to show it was an option. You can actually get one of these installed this way. But it does require a little more work because of the modification you'll have to do to the inside of the door. Ford vans from this era, the door dimensions are basically the same. And most of these vans, there is nothing inside of this door. This door will have different bars and wedges and things for the handles, different control mechanisms, but generally on these vans, this door is the one you're going to want to use. So was there a smarter way to do the installation on a van that had glass? And the answer is absolutely. And here is what I would recommend to anyone looking at this. The simple way on these older vans is go to a parts yard and find you a door that does not have glass in it. A piece of sandpaper, a can of matched paint, can of clear coat. You can easily paint the door if you need to match the rest of your van. That is no big deal. A few bolts for the hinges, you slap a new door on without a glass on this side, and now you can easily move this entire unit wherever you want it as far as up and down this door panel. That would have been the smarter way to do it on this particular van, and that would be what I would recommend to anyone that was doing this on a van with glass. Of course, if your van is set up to where you don't have glass to deal with, you're covered and the installation is going to be much, much easier than what you saw us do. And this is a really impressive unit, and I think it's a great option for anyone that wants to keep their roof free. Those of us with minivans, cargo vans, different things, we just don't have the roof space that a larger RV does. So there's a limit to how much solar we can get on there, and we really oftentimes don't want to lose any of the solar panel space that we have, even to something like this. So being able to mount this vertically on, say, a door like this is just great because it gives us more solar panel space. A person could still mount this roof mounted, but they would require having brackets and lifting their solar panels 8 inches or 10 inches above the roof line. For some people, that's fine. Personally, I like more stealthy type installations. As far as stealth, if you have a white van, this isn't going to stick out a whole lot. If you have a colored van like this one, you could easily sand this down and paint it, and from a distance, no one would even notice it. Now, will this fit vertical on a minivan? And the answer, disappointingly for me, at least, is no. So, you guys at the company, think about this, because there are a lot of us with minivans that would love to be able to have one of these on our lift gate. If it was just somehow shrunken down, dimensions changed just a little bit.